ערפו את ראשי אך לא יותר מכשפת שווה לרקוד.
Aqua. Venus and Pluto in your sign. Okay. That's power. That is a whole lot of power. With power comes responsibility. Also brings out the truth. It's not that power corrupts, as it does show what has been there in the first place and couldn't come out and play because it didn't have the power to do so. Power shows the truth. Who are you really? When you receive influence, power, what do you do with it? How do you treat your subordinates? How do you treat your partner? How do you treat your employees? How do you treat your family? How do you treat people on the street? How do you treat the street cleaner, the beggar, the cashier? When you needed them, you were nice, and that there's a very good chance it's because you're actually nice. Sometimes it's because, well, we need something from them. But once we don't need anything from anyone because we have the power to generate what we need for ourselves, and power can be money, power can be status, power can be life force, energy, manifestation, abilities, health, influence, charisma, followers. Now what happens? Now what do you do when you don't actually need the person? So Pluto and Venus will test you on that. Will give you opportunities for you to show people who's boss. How are you going to go about it? Keep that in mind. Is being cleared and accumulated constantly. It's an ongoing circle and cycle. It's something to keep in mind because Pluto will bring you power. It won't bring power to corrupt people. Aquarius is society, and society is made out of individuals. So when Pluto enters the sign of society and gives society power, it gives people power, individuals. It won't give power to individuals that have already showcased corruption. It will take it away from them. Just like Pluto strengthened establishments that are based on light and love when it was in Capricorn, but dismantled. And we're seeing this now, the gift that Pluto is giving to the Capricorn archetype now that it left Capricorn. There's always a gift when it leaves the sign, right? And we're seeing corrupt regimes collapsing one after the other, like a domino effect in the world, especially in the Middle East. So the same thing that Pluto has been doing in Capricorn, it will now be doing in Aquarius. Now the test goes to the people, individuals, not just you, Aqua, especially you because it's in Aquarius. And you're supposed to lead this energetic movement. So you got to lead by example, and you got to be trusted with it. So Pluto in the early stages of being in your sign is going to test you to see if you can be the one testing, leading others. So it will bring those of you who have not already shown corruption, it will bring you power. And it's important to remember these words. And Venus has a bit of a more elegant way of doing that. It's like an iron fist and a velvet glove. Pluto and Venus and Aquarius is an iron fist and a velvet glove coming into. It's like, no, that was said not in the best way. I didn't mean like a fist coming towards you. I mean like it's given to you. It's your fist. Power of Pluto enters your fist, turns it into iron. Venus is the glove that covers it. Now, can you handle that dissonance and have it work together in harmony and integrate these two different types of powers? This includes the power of love, baby. Power of love. Maybe you'll be given the love that you asked for, that you wished for. And you're going to honor it, not take it for granted. Treat it like it's the best thing that has ever happened to you. You're going to wake up in the morning reminding yourself of that, so you don't take them for granted. Maybe it's a blessing, maybe it's a wish fulfillment, maybe it's a success in your creative life, in your career. Something is given to you, Aquarius, and you gotta do right by it. It's really crucial. Okay, cards. Do you have anything to say? Aqua, shuffling. Two of Wands. The world is in your hand. You're given the world. Now what? Freedom can be confusing. Freedom can be overwhelming. All these choices. Where do you go? What do you do with it? You remind yourself that in order to fix the world, you gotta fix the man, yourself, or the woman. Society is made of individuals. The world is made of the little pieces that add up. One person at a time. One love story at a time. One new home being built at a time. One newborn baby at a time. One discovery of a continent at a time, so on and so forth. One collapse of a dictator at a time. One rise of a leader at a time. One thing at a time. The Two of Wands says you have the back knowledge. You know, you've done something similar before. You've tasted this before. You haven't mastered it. There's still some things to learn about it. You're starting to learn how to mold the world. Am I talking to Pinky and the Brain? Pinky and the Brain, Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius, the other is insane. Which one are you? You Pinky or you're the Brain? You're like, why are those my choices? Is it either Pinky or the Brain? Is there a third option? There's always a third way. Sometimes, in order to get to the third way, you gotta go through the dual way. To get to the middle, you gotta go through the extreme. Sometimes, most of the times, nearly all the times, but never mind. Sorry, there we go. You're learning something, you're developing your skill, you're planning the direction, and something that has been on your mind for a while, but now you're feeling that wind blowing, telling you it's time. It's time to be on the go, Knight of Swords. It's time to move. You've been sitting on it, planning on it, thinking about it. No time like the present to act. You're going from sitting on the crossroad and planning for quite some time to swift movement and massive, massive changes. Wheel of Fortune. The world is changing you and you're changing the world, and the world is changing you and you're changing the world, and so on and so forth. Moving mountains, moving angels. The Fool and Eight of Wands, setting free, setting yourself free, setting another free. Very swift movement. Positive, optimistic, hopeful. This is what dreams are made of. This is what movies are made of. You trust yourself. You're like, yes, Morgainne, I get it. I get all of it. I trust myself. I trust not to abuse my freedom. I trust not to abuse my power. I trust not to abuse my influence. Good. And from there, things starting to move. And you feel it in your body and your bones. Like you're physically going to be on the go very soon. Major, major, major new beginning with the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool. Major new beginning. Probably going to include travel, a move. The Emperor. You're building something. Maybe you're going to meet this Emperor on your journey or at the destination. You're traveling to work with them, to meet with them, to be with them, to be with them. For some of you, it's romantic. Two of Cups. Definitely romantic. Okay. So this person embodies stability, loyalty, reliability. They show up. This is not a person that talks and then doesn't do anything. This is a person that says something and the day after it's done. They say they're going to do something, the next day it's done. Very present, very aware, very in tune with the Two of Cups and the Lovers, and they're a builder. They're a leader of some sort. Maybe you're following this person, you're joining this person. Both of you are it's like both of you are meeting somewhere and taking a new path for the both of you together. Chocolate for this one. Who am I kidding? I need chocolate for everything. The Lovers came underneath the Wheel of Fortune. This is fated, good type of karma. This connection, this union, unity. You're joining forces. It's going to be very serendipitous, orchestrated, not just by, it's co-creation. I see both you and this person being very proactive with support of the universe. right? Jupiter retrograding in Gemini is coming through here. This Emperor. This is someone that returns to your life in a very big way. They're showing up in a very committed, no games, no confusion. I'm here. For some of you, this person is picking you up. Like, you've been waiting on them. Maybe they were traveling or away, and they're like on the way to somewhere. They're going through where you're at, and they're literally picking you up, like going into their car or something, you know? High Priestess. High Priestess and the Lovers. Let's see if I can show you something. No, you don't see it well. Anyway. I have three twos on the table. Two of Wands, Two of Cups, and the High Priestess is also two. Then we have the Emperor, who's 4. The Lovers, that's 6. 8 of Wands, 8. Wheel of Fortune, that is 10. So aside of the Knight of Swords and the Fool, it's going 2, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I don't see you alone in this reading. This is not a solitary endeavor, process. Time to join forces. Time to work together, time to be together, time to go into alliances. And it's a very specific person, though. It's not just in general. Something about your knowledge and their skill set is being brought together for a higher purpose. There's a higher purpose in this. So whatever it is that you guys will embark on together will have a greater meaning and a greater purpose for other people as well. There's something also very spiritual about this. The High Priestess and the Lovers, and it feels very in service of a divine purpose. This is literally finding the middle way between two characters I'm getting that normally you wouldn't imagine. People are going to be like, really? This person and that person? Or this company and that company? Or this, it's like, that's an interesting pairing. You're an interesting pair. Very interesting pair. It's like, Persephone and Hades. She's like the princess of, of plants and herbs and life and nature. And he's like the king of the underworld. It's like, what? It worked somehow. Opposites attract again, I guess. Something, no, it's like people are gonna be like, what? But it's cool. Um, it works. Obviously, the divine agrees. There has been a test. There has been a test. You were tested, and they were tested. Was it separately? Um, See if the two of you are worthy of one another and worthy of the purpose. Interesting. Something that tried to come between you has ironically that backfired somehow, and it actually brought you together, brought you closer together. So either someone was trying to come between the two of you, separate you, create distance, but it only brought you closer together. Their divide and conquer turn into unite and release. What an intense reading, my gosh. Judgment. Another 2, that's 20. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. Yeah, something very temperance. This is beyond your control. This is very divinely guided. This is a match made in heaven kind of thing, whether you like it or not. I think you're gonna like it. You love it. 2 of Cups, Lovers. You love it. The Fool, 8 of Wands, exciting. You love it. Temperance, it works, it feels great, it's healing. You love it. All good. It's just, I'm saying that even if you didn't like it, there's angelic intervention here. There are 3 cards that represents angels. And the 2 of Cups also insinuates for an angel. So Temperance, Judgment, the Lovers here. I'm going to show you all the wings. All the wings. And there's even a wing right here. Okay. So, and the High Priestess with the Ace of Swords, every time that combination comes out, it's like destiny, the forging of the Excalibur. This is like Morgainne Le Fay and King Arthur healing Avalon and Camelot. Those of you who are only familiar with the Christian version of the mythology from the Middle Ages, that's the version that is a distortion of the origin, where somehow Morgainne Le Fay or Morgana Le Fay has turned demonic or evil. No. In the original scripture story, it referred to the Camelot myth and story as scripture. That's so interesting. It is a scripture in a way because it has inspired so many people for such a profound ancient wisdom. Anyway, she was a healer, a high priestess, a medicine woman, spiritual leader, a powerful one, a beneficial one. But, you know, like many powerful, beautiful women, benevolent women in history got demonized. A woman can't possibly be both powerful and good. No, it must be from the devil, or she might not be that good. Or not smart, right? A woman can either be smart but if she's smart, then she must be manipulative, right? And if she's beautiful, she must be manipulative and abusing it somehow. If she's powerful, well, women can't be powerful. It must be from the devil. Getting my point? So whenever a woman in history is powerful, beautiful, intelligent, benevolent, no, she can't be all of these things. Not possible. So it's warped. But let's not do that in this case. The reason I went on this rant is to explain, because I've mentioned these characters, Arthur and Morgana, or Morgainne. I don't want there to be any confusion in the interpretation of my reading, or the understanding of my reading. Anyway, someone here has also profound psychic abilities. They're able to see across the veil, communicate, at least a sense. They're hyper intuitive. They have healing abilities, and they're claircognizant. The Ace of Swords, they just know. Spirit is speaking to them, or there's an angelic presence that is speaking to them, but it's not. I mean, for some it could be audible, but for some it's just claircognizant, where it just like comes into the brain and you just know. There's all kinds of there's clairvoyance, seeing. There's claircognizant, claircognizant, just knowing, and just it's in your brain. Clairaudient, audible, audio. I don't know. You guys get the picture, where you hear. Real match made in heaven, guys. That's awesome. Okay, if you know what this mission of yours is, or what this purpose of yours is, feel free to share in the comments. I'm always curious and excited to learn how the readings apply to you guys. Stay magic, stay true, stay free. I love you.
לונה לבנה, שמש הכל, בוקר גדול